Labour will be near free because we will have 1 billion bipedal and other robots freeing humans from the servitude of undesirable jobs. That's nice and light-hearted, isn't it?
I think it's a fantasy, because if you just look at it from an economic standpoint, if nobody's working or earning money or finding a way to gain income, how would we live? How would we trade? How would we, generally go day-to-day life? So, no, I think, okay, AI, robots, however we want to see it, they're likely to have a place in our world, and there will be technology, say 20, 30 years time, that we can't imagine right now. But there's going to have to be a place for people to work and to earn money and to be able to have some kind of currency transaction, because otherwise, the world is going to chaos. So no, I can't. Order would just disappear. So no, I can't see that happening. It just looked different.
So Luke said that's not happening because order would vanish. It would be some sort of chaotic version. So what would happen if these things started, fighting instead of humans? I mean, you could say drones, etc., is the beginning of all of this. What we're doing with automation could go too far.
I think it's got its place, but I think it's just we have no idea. And I know that, like, when you brought the question up and you asked it, I was like, I just went to Terminator on Judgment Day. I was like, not sure that's really where I want to go. But then there was an advert a few years ago for the military, and it showed like the autonomous soldier, but it was all to do with supporting us on the battle space and in the field. And I was like, that'd be really helpful to be able to do stuff. But yeah, there's got to be some, well, I say good. It might not be good if you're the enemy and you're facing that, but in the sense of there's got to be some good that comes from this to support us in one way. But I don't see like the original question where you said, take away all those mundane jobs, because I just don't think that people can. I think we still need people. Right at the beginning, I said you need people for everything, and that's where they are. I think that all this technology, as you said, that the Industrial Revolution, it made things easier. But then technology, sometimes I'm like, it doesn't make life easier. It has not made my life easier.
And also, Industrial Revolution has proven created millions of jobs. So there is a kind of when tech goes in one area, it can create jobs in another area. But on the Terminator side, Craig, I know that I'm never going to make anything serious of my career, because every morning I check for that little red dot on my forehead to see if they've come back to finish me off before I invent something amazing. And it isn't happening, or hasn't happened yet. So unlikely.
And if you actually look at the back to the Industrial Revolution to now, the population difference, we haven't got like 80% of the population out of work, have we? We've just created different opportunities, different reasons. So no, I can't watch me be wrong. In like 30 years time, none of us be in jobs, and robots just be running around.
30 years from now, there'll be 5 robots on this podcast. But we will have uploaded our personas to them, and I'll be actually playing golf while my AI self is interviewing Luke, who's actually not Luke. Luke is on his boat.
Playing golf.
Yeah, playing golf with me. So it's sorry, I've kind of used those extremes because I think you have to kind of go to the extreme to sort of think about it, and then you bring it all back to what's automation doing.